When people say things like Xi Jinping is acting like Mao, how do you react knowing how Mao actually behaved?
Oh, Xi Jinping apparently reveres Mao. My understanding about Xi Jinping's education is his dad was a very high level communist leader who was purged but not killed and sent to sort of interior north somewhere in China. And so when she was on the, what is it, the down to the countryside movement, where a lot of kids were sent to really horrible places, he was sent, I think, where his dad was. So what, or where protectors who liked his dad were. So it wasn't as bad as it could be. But he was not well educated because he couldn't be in that period, right? It's during he may have degrees from places, but the institution in question during the Cultural Revolution wasn't delivering an education. So he's a believer in communism. Don't ever kid yourself that the Communist Party of China doesn't believe in communism. Now they think they've modified some of the economic stuff under Deng Xiaoping, but now they're re-centralizing it right back the way it was.
Given the fact that he personally suffered during the Cultural Revolution, I think there's a story that at some point, because his dad was announced, and he like tried to come back to their home to get fed by his mother, and his mother had to turn him away. This happens to him during the Cultural Revolution.
Sniff.
How do you explain these CCP officials who personally suffered during the Cultural Revolution being pro Mao?
I mean, Stalin was abused as a child, and then he's incredibly abusive. Hitler was abused as a child. I mean, why would you expect? Well, you're so the man. I use the word sociopath or a psychopath. I think both apply to him. Don't think he's going to have any tender mercies for anyone. I mean, his own son is. He abandoned various sets of kids who starved to death and died. And one son, he put him right up in Korea where he could get killed, and he promptly did. So, and Stalin that was another great one. Well, the Nazis captured Stalin's son and wanted to trade him for something, and Stalin said, "No, no, no."
How do people in China today think about Mao, and why aren't they more pissed off? You look at these numbers.
I'm guessing. I'm not Chinese. But I think all of us need to be proud of things. And of course, one thing to be very proud of if you're Chinese is Chinese civilization. These enormous achievements in philosophy, in the sciences, all kinds of arts. It's incredible. But many Chinese also want to feel proud of their leaders. And so Mao is incredibly consequential. And I think it's also really hard to look at the dark side of your own country. This country has slavery. It is our original sin. We have not gotten over it. And the part of the United States where slavery was most deeply embedded to this day has the deepest problems dealing with that. So if Americans who are rich and have everything have trouble with these things, why would we think? And this country has so much to be that's just obvious to be proud of. Like, we're just the wealth and innovation and things, of recent innovation. And then we claim we won all these wars all by our lonesome. And of course, we had allies. Come on. But I think that's part of it, is understanding the Chinese history's been so sad. If you ever go to a Chinese movie, you hear the ardor, whatever the instrument is or whatever it is. I've got the word wrong. It's just so sad and melancholy. Whereas American movies are all happy, millions of people die, but the good guys live, right? And, it's always a happy ending. And what is it? What the Arnold Schwarzenegger line in True Lies? Oh, honey, they were all bad. I mean, that's.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can watch the full episode here and subscribe for more clips. Thanks.